There are great mechanical keyboards coming out every single week, and I love a good mechanical keyboard, but I haven't found one that I've actually been comfortable typing on for long periods of time. And so I've found myself defaulting to a keyboard that has been in my setup since 2022. And that keyboard is the Logitech MX Keys Mini. Now, disclaimer, Logitech did not send me this. My wife actually bought this for me, I think back in 2022. I've had no interaction with Logitech. They don't even know I'm making this video. I am just making this video because I absolutely love this keyboard. It has been my favorite keyboard that I have used, and it is going to continue being my favorite keyboard until it dies. I absolutely love this keyboard, and I might even go as far to say that it is the best low profile keyboard that is currently on the market. Now, I know that's a bold claim. I have tried other low profile keyboards. The only one that came close was the Apple Magic Keyboard with the Touch ID. But even that I still didn't love. I find myself missing keys or messing up. But on this one, I just love this keyboard. It's so easy and simple. And I think that derives from the fact that it is a low profile keyboard. For me, the ergonomics of using a mechanical keyboard aren't the best. I find that I often have to lift my wrists and it ends up tiring out my arms more, whereas this, I can just leave my wrists on the actual desk and type on this thing and it works perfectly. It honestly just fits into my everyday usage that I find I can type for hours and I don't get tired. Whereas when I use a mechanical keyboard, I find that I often get tired after a certain amount of time using it, and I have to end up switching back to this because it's so great. And typing on the keys specifically make it easy because they have this little indent in them, and I just find that I can actually press the right keys all of the time and I don't have to fumble around accidentally pressing the wrong key a lot, whereas on a mechanical keyboard that happens for me too often. Just a general typing on these keys is an incredible experience that really makes this keyboard my everyday user. Along with that, it has illuminated keys. The keys themselves, the numbers, the letters, the symbols, they're all illuminated. And the reason that that's helpful is I like to kind of have a darker environment when I work, and being able to see what keys I'm hitting, what I'm typing, and where things are is really incredible. It's a great keyboard if you end up doing a lot in the dark. And then to add on to more of the keys, it has a bunch of function buttons, which every keyboard has. But what I like is that it comes pre-installed with certain ones on the actual keys themselves. And that's helpful because a lot of these I actually use. The coolest thing is that when you go into their Logi options, you can actually customize each key separately. So I actually have for my Mac, I think F4 customized as mission control, F5 customized as my documents folder, but I've customized these to be specifically what I need on a day-to-day basis. I like that you have some sort of visual identification of what they are, because sometimes when I'm looking at normal function buttons on a mechanical keyboard, I just can't remember what I've set them to. On this, because I keep some of these very similar, it's actually very helpful. And continuing on the keys, one of the best features is how easy it is to switch between computers. So this has a 3-computer connectivity only through Bluetooth. So if that's a downside for you, obviously this is not your keyboard, but it does connect through Bluetooth to 3 devices. And with the press of a button, you can actually switch to the different device. And the reason that that's awesome is I actually have a Mac PC hybrid setup. And so when I want to go game or I want to do something on the PC, I can just press the PC button and it moves over to the PC. When I want to go back to my M3 Ultra, I just press the button for the M3 Ultra and it works perfectly. And it's preloaded, memorized in this keyboard. The other thing that makes it easy to switch between Mac and PC is simply the command and option buttons. What I find with most mechanical keyboards is you either have to set them into PC mode or Mac mode, or there's a switch that switches it between Mac and PC. It's not the most intuitive thing out there. This keyboard has made it completely easy. When you are on your Mac, you just use the command Alt, and when you are on your Windows, you use the option Start, and it just works. I haven't had any issues going back and forth. I haven't had to switch modes. I haven't had to do anything other than switch which computer this is connected to, and then it connects and works with the layout for the operating system that I'm on. And this means that I can literally just use this keyboard for my main Mac setup, but also for my PC setup. And then the last thing that I really want to talk about is the battery life. So Logitech claims that you can get up to 10 days of battery from a full charge with the illumination on, and up to 5 months without illumination. But I very rarely charge this, and I use this keyboard for probably 10 to 14 hours a day. And so for the fact that I can literally just keep this on my desk, never have to worry about charging it, it's incredible. The other pro to all of this is that it does have fast charging. So when you do want to charge it, it can charge full in 2 to 3 hours. So basically you can go all week using this, charge it up over the weekend, and then you have a fully charged keyboard for the rest of the week. It charges really quickly. It holds its charge for a while. It's super nice and ergonomical for working. And to me, this beats out the Apple Magic Keyboard. Now, the one downside compared to it is I do wish it had a Touch ID. I wish that now that Apple is starting to do that Touch ID thing, and so is Windows, I wish they would come out with a new version that has Touch ID on it. Just would make it a little bit nicer. I've looked at the Apple Magic Keyboard because of that, but I just don't want to pull the trigger on that price tag. Everyone has their own preferences, but for me, this is the most ergonomical keyboard. This is the best keyboard for just my daily usage. It does have a big brother. I actually have its big brother. It comes with the numpad, and it's the MX Keys. I like that keyboard, and that's what made me want this specific keyboard, because I was using that one and I didn't want the numpad. I just found that the keyboard was way too long and it took up a lot of space in my setup. And so for me, I wanted to switch to the mini version because I really like TKL keyboards. This just fit the bill. I just love this keyboard, and I think it is the best Apple keyboard, the best PC keyboard, specifically in the low profile category, but it is the best keyboard for me, and it has been a daily driver for me since I think 2022. If you are looking for a great keyboard, look no further. This keyboard is incredible. I will leave links in the description below if you want to purchase it. It is an affiliate link. It doesn't cost you any more. It just helps out our channel. So without further ado, thank you so much for watching this. Go pick one up, and we'll see you in the next one.